Hey, beautiful human. Thank you so much for clicking on our conversation with the cheat codes. They have a new single out right now, a little mix. It's called Only You. Great record. 3 good dudes. Kevy's laugh. It's a classic. I think you're going to enjoy the conversation. We talk about Level 1, their new album. Obviously talk about the single. We talk about DJ life. Listen, watch, enjoy. Leave your honest feedback in the comment section below. We have a podcast. Link in the description below. And yeah, it'd be really cool if you subscribe. But if not, it's whatever. Okay, enjoy.
Let's do this. Zach Sang Show.
Yo, it's the Zach Sang Show. We got Heather, we got Dan. We welcome back to the studio Trevor, Kevy, and Matt. Woo! Cheat codes.
And you know, I like that you guys are sponsored by Three Musketeers because we're kind of like Three Musketeers.
Yeah, we've been called that.
You know what I'm saying? There's 3 of us. That's basically it. That's the only comparison.
We throw shine.
Is that how the 3 of you, like, how do you see the 3 of you as you navigate this music industry?
It's kind of like, what's his name? Yoltron or Ultron, where like their pieces like individually strong and capable on their own. When they come together, it's like an unstoppable killer robot. I don't know. I just made it up.
Wow.
But I get what you're trying to say.
Voltron with the V, is that what it is?
I have no idea.
He's saying we're just a big robot.
Yeah, he knows.
Iron Man.
Everyone's got it.
Individually, you guys are cool, but when together, you're even cooler. You're stronger.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, we look cooler too when we're like walking outside. When like if I'm just walking outside by myself, I don't look as cool. But when these guys are next to me, I look so cool.
Yeah.
How do you think the world perceives you alone, Kevy?
I don't know, man.
What do you think?
Probably like an alien.
Yeah.
From outer space.
Yeah, you have pink hair.
Yeah, I gotta go get it redone, man.
Show
It's been long.
him the cap.
I just got a grill.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What song paid for
Appreciate
that?
You know
that
what?
was a new one, Only You.
Yeah, I think that was Only You.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the majority of that check went right to your mouth?
Yeah, right to the mouth. So, shout out If & Co.
Oh, Ben Baller,
Ben
did
Baller,
the grills.
yeah, exactly.
There you
Shut
go.
up, Ben.
See, you guys know.
But he knows who gets them.
Yeah, are they expensive?
They're not too bad, man.
Well, if
Yeah,
you only
what
get
is
like
not too
1
bad?
or 2
Like,
teeth.
it's like $1,200 to $1,400 per tooth.
Okay.
Think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, per tooth.
Well, so that's what I'm saying. It's like if you're like
You
the
get a couple
full-on little
caps.
pump, you get the whole mouth. But if you're like,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to try it out, you're gonna get 1 or 2 teeth at a time.
I don't know how they do
Not
it
bad.
with the full
Test it
mouth
out.
because it feels like, with these two, it feels like a retainer's in my mouth. So when those guys have the ones in the full mouth, it must be like
pretty intense.
they're back in like middle school or
And
something.
like, does the food get stuck in it? Can
I
you
take
eat-
mine out when I eat,
Okay, got
which is
it.
easy. Some of these
you gotta
guys don't
class it.
though.
But I think Lil Pump has braces, so he's probably used to like that.
He did. They're gone now.
He
Does
just-
he get grills over his braces?
No, I think he just got his braces off.
Yeah.
And then he got
Congratulations.
But he's
Lil
probably
Pump.
used to
Yeah,
that.
congrats.
Are you guys cool with the Lil Pump type rappers out there?
Yeah.
How would
I
you?
love them,
I love it all.
What would you consider them? How would you describe them?
You know,
New wave.
it depends on
New wave.
Yeah, new wave. But I guess depends. Like some of them are kind of like
Most
bringing.
of it's like intentionally ignorant. You know what I mean? It's fun.
I
It's
understand
entertaining,
what you're
It's more about entertainment, but some of it's bringing back the emo vibes,
Right?
Yeah.
saying. Because the lyrics are getting a little bit deeper, but
which I think kind of Drake kind of started that and inadvertently. Like he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm gonna rap, like talk about my feelings," and now there's like, "I'm gonna talk about my feelings, but like I'm depressed."
I'm depressed.
Which that's like no
That
rapper would
level.
ever be okay with that. Like 5-10 years ago, like they would call you like a like a or just
Yeah.
like a wuss, like whatever. They wouldn't tolerate that.
and,
You know what I mean?
you're right. And so what you were saying, there's
Say that.
Well, I don't know. I felt a little weird. But it's okay.
Family show.
Sorry.
But what you're saying is right, Trevor. It's super simple. Like it's as like basic and as I mean the words and the message and the story are like they're
Sad.
The songs are shorter. They're more
They're like 2
simple. They're
minutes.
more
It's crazy.
repetitive. It's more just like stuff you just go crazy to for fun. And it's when, I mean we play those shows. We played shows with these rappers and things like that. And the people that are going to the people in those crowds are just they're trying to have a good time. You know what I mean? They're not taking it too seriously. So I understand it. I'm cool with whatever. I like all types of music and take it for what it is.
Maybe that's why it's blowing up so big too. Is because of like the festival world and like that environment.
Yeah.
And the lyrics do resonate. They're super simple. Some of them are emotional. They're either emotional or they're like they take every trendy phrase and they work it in somehow.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just very relevant. Would you consider Fetty Wap in that group?
No,
Would-
I wouldn't. I mean,
I think he made like sing
He's made the
rapping
sing
like
rap,
really
yeah.
popular.
Yeah.
Like he took sing rapping to like another level, I would say.
Why do you think he's kind of hit pause? Because again, from the mainstream vantage point, I've been waiting for another Fetty record. Is it because he's kind of letting these people run their course?
I don't know. It's a good question. To me, I don't associate him.
I think
with
you just
that
got to keep putting out
necessarily, but-
records. You know what I mean? I think the business model has changed a little bit too now, where like if you don't put out a crazy amount of records, then people kind of like fall off. Like you can't only put out singles, because Fetty Wap was like a single guy and he had like hit, but now it's like you need those like you need to be able to be like I don't know, Trippie Redd, where you have like 2 catchy songs and like 8 not that catchy songs, but they add to your story.
I understand what you're saying.
So like the really catchy artists are kind of struggling now. Like even pop artists, like the Taylor Swifts of the world, where it's like you need. But I'm saying like
No,
you need.
Kevin's face just like, oh.
Wow.
You need the records that like show your actual personality, and they're not just meant to like, oh, this is like meant to be catchy.
You need a little bit of everything, and really the delivery method is not albums necessarily anymore. Do you agree?
I mean, I think albums are almost coming back.
I
I think albums are they're more like playlists now.
I think if you're an artist that can create your own playlist and get people to like want to listen to
feel
the
like
whole
you-
thing, then I think you have a more of a diehard fan base. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I get what you're saying.
You need to have those songs that are not meant to be on the radio. I think.
Yeah.
I think that those songs are the ones that get people to really understand you, even though they're like not necessarily meant to be like the catchiest things in the world. So I don't know. I think those
That's
things,
why we're working on more bodies of work. We put out our first one early this year, but we're working on another one. So
See,
bam.
I got to give you a lot of credit because a lot of people could have like seen you guys, and I think a lot of people, at least from my point of view, were like they saw you guys as just singles people, right? Like they're just
Right.
gonna like try to do hit after hit after hit and see how many swings they can take, and if they get a double, cool. If they hit it out of the park, awesome. But you're gonna keep swinging. But there's a want out of you to really have a body of work, like you were saying, because it's those album filler songs that you actually get to know an artist by.
yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah,
We've
and
noticed that too.
honestly, we've always wanted that, but I think when you start having a little bit of success, like the business people around you, kind of just like, no, just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
So there's
pressure.
a little pressure just to keep doing what you're doing and not take a risk. When it's like, well, how'd you do a body of work? You just had like 10 singles that are generating all the income that you need. Like, you know what I mean? Why do a body of work?
Did you prove yourself enough to the powers that be to get the flexibility to do your own thing? And because level 1 is it's a body of work. I mean, it's 6 songs in total. There's a story there.
Yeah, we've always had the power to do it. It's just one of those things where we just kind of like, in the beginning, our whole mindset was to just release music as we made it. So that's kind of what we were doing. We were like making a song, putting it out, making a song, putting it out. So, and it was working for us. We're like, oh, this is cool. But after a couple of years, we're like, okay, we should, maybe sit down for a month and just try to make a body of work rather than just putting out the songs that we're making. We should try to get a collection of songs that can kind of, like we said, explain who we are a little bit more and just show a different side of our music. Things that, like we said, we want to make some stuff that isn't necessarily meant for the radio. Songs that are just kind of creative and different than what you would normally hear.
I think it's more about like getting distracted. Like if a song is like doing something good and it's like, oh, okay, we want to do a body of work, but now like, oh, it's on the radio, so like we're focused on that. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. Yeah, I mean, they should really, obviously, the radio play should lead somebody to something bigger.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Level 1, that is the album.
It's the first EP we put out, and then we're working on level 2 right now. And
It's more of like directing our dance fans to something. Because if you're like a hardcore, you like the clubs, you like the dance festivals, you like the pop crossovers, but they're not always your favorite records,
Yeah.
right?
You're right.
And that's just how I feel. I'm just like I'm a dance fan. I like dance records. Like, so like if I gotta appease like the fan and myself too. I can't just
Yeah.
like.
there's some songs
Yeah.
I love,
I-
but they might only have 2 million streams. But just because they're not huge radio songs, doesn't
Yeah,
mean they're
some of
not
my favorite
great
songs have like 500,000 streams.
But so
So it's like I want to be able to do that and like be okay and not consider that that's a failure.
I get what
Yeah.
you're saying.
That's a success to me if I just love the record.
Well, but that's your art, right? That's
Yeah.
how you should
Totally.
like. That's how you should measure success.
It's
in
it's
something.
almost like when you because we were independent for a long time, and then it's like when you're not independent, it's like that's almost considered a failure, like because you have people putting money behind you, so it's like
Double whammy.
you know what I mean. But when you're
at the end of the
independent,
day, you just don't have to care about it. You just gotta release
just can't
music.
care,
We don't
yeah.
care.
yeah,
It doesn't really matter to us.
But when you first initially start, you do care, right? Because you're focused on generating money and letting. I mean, whether you're independent or not, like you want to hit to get to that next level. And even sorry,
what we're saying, it's all relative, right? So it's like if you're just starting, then that would be a success for you.
and right now you're not just starting, so you want to tell your story.
Exactly.
So what story is level 1 telling?
I mean, it's one of those things where, like we said, we kind of put out a lot of like pop leaning stuff, and we wanted to be able to like show our dance fans that like we're able to make that style of music and kind of blend that vibe together. Because like, you know, songs like Balenciaga, which is on the EP, it's like very melodic, but then it goes into something way heavier than you would expect really anybody to do with that sort of song. So
yeah, I just feel like dance music is in such a weird place right now where it can become so cookie cutter. And these guys, they're such good producers that it's easy for them to be like, oh, this is like the trendy sound right now. And they're able to create it really fast. And then like everybody sounds the same. But with something that we have that other people can't is like, we can do a song with like Balenciaga where it's like lyrically, this is like a real story that's like happening to us.
Yeah.
And we're going to put it on a dance record that's like an instrumental that's trendy with the times. You get what I'm saying?
100%.
So
who brings those lyrics to the table?
we wrote that all ourselves. Like we just in like a couple hours just chilling in Trevor's house.
bam.
And that's the biggest
Yeah.
difference between you guys, like you said, between you guys and everybody
Yeah,
else.
so we want to be able to utilize that versus it just being like, okay, we have these 10 songs. This one sounds like the catchiest one that could work as a crossover. Let's do that and then forget about the other 9 songs. We want to be able to put out the other 9 songs that maybe aren't going to be as big of songs, but they tell a story. And if you dive into the catalog, then you kind of like, oh, I actually like cheat codes as people more now. And the other story of the EP, before I forget, was I feel like a lot of people would hear our music and then they would see us live and they'd be like, oh, I didn't realize they also play like hip hop music and they play like heavy bangers during their set and they play like dubstep sometimes. So I think we needed that content to show people like, oh, like they play a little bit of everything live.
Yeah.
It's not just like, what am I going to expect? Oh, they're just going to play a bunch of pop records? I don't know.
They really get to know you through it. And
Yeah,
they get to
yeah.
understand the show. I mean, Balenciaga is a great song. Is it about getting a gift for somebody and then they just like ignore you?
Just not being grateful for it,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like I don't know, you think you're on a level with somebody and then you're like, screw it, I'm just gonna go
especially in
all
LA.
out. Go all out for this person. And
Relationships
then,
are crazy out here, you know. You think it's real and it's not real. There's fake people out here, you know. So
But is giving expensive gifts your love language?
hey, that's
Like,
part of it, right?
It's a bonus, you know?
It's a bonus, yeah.
it's expensive. How much money do you think you wasted on fancy gifts for people who just like
Yeah, how much did you drop?
loved you and left?
Not too bad. Like only like at least like 60,000. So it's not.
Wow.
I'm just joking. No, never.
It's just kidding.
I don't really.
No,
I don't really waste like.
It's more of
yeah.
just like
you know what? I think it's more also the mentality of when you're not in the limelight, it's easier to trust people. Of be like, oh, this is real. This is a real relationship. And then when you start getting more attention, you're kind of questioning it. Like, are you just trying to take advantage
Trying to
of it?
use me?
Or are you around me for the
Yeah.
gifts and the perks?
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to party all the time?
So I've noticed that's more of a question in my
it
mind.
might not be
probably,
just gifts. It might just be lifestyles.
probably a question in your mind a little
Yeah,
bit too
exactly.
now, which it was never a question for me. I was always just like, well, yeah, why wouldn't they
Well,
like?
obviously-
Why wouldn't they actually like me? They're hanging out with me and they're showing me attention.
You're rock stars and musicians and
Yeah.
rich.
Carrie just laughed. Yeah, it's good.
Have you had to weed anybody out?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Even people that are close to you. That's what's weird. Is like, the more time goes on, you just see the real side of certain people, and it's kind of weird. So the circle gets like smaller as time goes
Yeah.
on. You know what I mean?
That's why-
you
that's
gotta
why-
keep your close friends.
That's why Drake's
you know.
having these songs like "No New Friends." It's real.
All that stuff's real. I
You
mean,
got-
all
yeah.
these rappers talk about it. All these, you know, it's legit. It's one of those things where you start to move up and people get weird. So
No, we've had just like where we just think we're hanging out, having a good time. Maybe have some people in the hotel room, and then they just try to steal your phone.
Wait,
Really?
They just try to like walk out of the room
Bizarre.
and with your phone. You're like, why do
Like,
you want
what
my
are you-
iPhone?
what are you doing, weirdo?
what are they going to get out of that?
I don't
Who
know.
knows?
I have no idea.
Numbers, like
Yeah.
contacts, or like posting on your Instagram. Who
weird.
knows? Weird stuff, man.
What the? Do you have people sign NDAs? To hang out with you?
We have to start.
We should probably start.
We don't like really. We back in the day we used to go out and party all the time, like after the shows. But now we don't really party.
Yeah,
it's
we
like
try
just
to
like
keep
our
it small.
friends. So
Yeah.
whoever came into the club with us is gonna leave the club with us, and that's who's partying with us after.
It's more like we're planning who we're gonna hang out with that night.
Unless it's like a solid babe, you know.
She's gotta be solid for this guy, I guess.
And then you're willing to take a risk.
Yeah.
And then maybe get her a piece of Balenciaga.
Yeah.
There you go. It's
If
nice
they're
shoes.
lucky.
If they're
Nice
lucky.
shoes.
But Trevor, have you had to go through this kind of twice? Because you had success with plug-in stereo.
Oh, thanks. It was a different type of success for sure. I mean, I was really young when I was doing that type of music, and I was like, I don't know, it was a whole different thing. Going from playing acoustic music in like these like normal venues to going to playing like these clubs at 3 a.m. is a whole
The
different.
club girls are more savage.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
and like college girls that are just, some of these college girls, they're just looking for clout, man.
That's what the world's about.
I wanted
crazy, man.
I wanted to say it a different way, but I couldn't think of a better way.
Cloud chasing.
The college dudes might be worse.
Yeah,
That's
sometimes
true.
the guys are so
For the
bad.
clout, they're
Really?
more
Oh.
aggressive.
So what do
yeah.
they want? Just an Instagram
Bro,
photo?
like come upstairs, like do this
Come
drug
on.
with us. Like,
Yeah, it's like, what?
Take
No,
shots,
bro.
Photos.
They want to be the
So
guys that
strange.
got
Cool.
cheat codes to do Molly in their fraternity.
Yeah.
If they can do that, then they will go
It's like-
down
Or
in
if they're
history.
Like, if they're like the
for their
if they're like the
frat.
freshmen, they're like new to the frat. They're like, please, like,
Yeah, but
This is my chance.
Yeah, tell these guys that I'm cool. Like,
we
come
did
on.
that one time.
We've done it before. We're like,
This
find
kid, like,
the new
was
kid.
pledging,
like,
bro.
This is the guy. Everyone, this is the fucking dude.
Yeah, I
Yeah, like this is the guy.
I forget where he was, but he was like, if you guys will just
Walk through the party,
walk
man.
through the party. You don't have to stay.
You can-
Just walk through it.
Straight
I
up.
will be a legend. And he was like pledging the frat. We just walked through, and we were just pointing at him like, this is the guy.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, I hope he gets in the frat. Like, I hope this makes his life.
Do you,
Nice of you guys.
Yeah,
It worked.
do you not feel pretty cool at that moment?
that was cool. Yeah, because we used to always go to the frats after we would play them, and it was always like fun, like party. And then we had to stop because we realized
too much.
we're like, these guys party way harder than we did. We're like I went to college for like a year. These guys dropped out. I don't think you guys didn't go to college at all, right?
No,
No.
no high school. Didn't finish high school.
But I swear, these guys have access to way more than I did. Like in
Yeah,
college.
so many
It's
way
so
new
much
drugs out
more
there.
intense. Yeah, way
That scares
just
me.
drugs you never hear about.
The
like,
llama?
just- huh?
Wait, what?
I'm just
Oh,
joking.
he just made one up, I guess.
I was like, what is that?
So yeah, so we kind of had to stop mainly for that purpose because we were like, we can't do that.
Ever tempting?
Yeah.
You know, it's a
plenty of
boost to the
times.
ego. You never know what can happen.
I mean, it's definitely crazy. It's always a wild story every time we go out. We haven't done it in a while though, so I don't.
But now we used to like tour without a tour manager. Like it was just us. Like
Yeah,
so
it's us three driving.
now we have like a team, so like we feel a little bit more protected. So like if we go back and do it, it's just like cool. We're gonna do this, but like don't let anything happen to me.
yeah, you have a buffer.
There's like
Yeah,
3 or
yeah,
4
uh,
other people.
I get that.
Yeah.
Now, guys, Only You featuring Little Mix. How'd you team up with them?
Ooh. We've been fans of those girls for a long time. We definitely wanted to do a song with them. And it just kind of started off through internet, you know, just like going back and forth through email, sending different ideas back and forth, lyrical ideas, track ideas. And then we started to just find something that we really liked and messed with the song for quite a bit and made a bunch of different versions. And then we had Jade come through. She was in LA, came through the studio and hung out with her for a bit. And the rest of the vocals were done through just, you know, emails and stuff.
Yeah, it was cool because they were open to try different things. Because at first it was just their vocals, and then Trevor added his vocals like the second half, and also like he does like a lower octave in the hook, and they were just like cool to try it, and I think it sounds way better that way.
Was the song originally meant just for them?
Yeah, it
It
just had
was.
their vocals on it. Yeah.
So what?
Originally, it was going to be Little Mix, like featuring
Name
cheat
first,
codes
yeah.
or times cheat codes. We were just going to help on some production stuff, maybe do a little of whatever, a little bit of.
So you'd
vocal
always
stuff.
get that feature though. You'd get that name placement in the record.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
So totally, it was always meant to just to be like some sort of collaboration. But then we spent more time on the track and the song started to sound more like a cheat code song. The more we made the track kind of sound like us, you know what I mean? So we added the drop and added the little percussion things that we always do. So it just started to sound like us, and we just kind of switched it up. And I added my vocal and did the whole thing.
Did they add any lyrics to the mix, or was it all you guys on the lyrics?
It was actually written by a couple other people, a couple of our good friends. Well, one of them's name's Nick. He's in a group called, well, he's not really a group, it's just a solo artist called Digital Farm Animals.
Cool.
And
Oh, I've heard of that.
yeah, he's a really cool guy. And I kept sending over lyrical ideas to us, and I was just messing with the production aspects of it. And yeah, but I don't know if they had anything to do with the writing. I'm not sure.
Cool. This is, I mean, it's a great record. And
Thank you.
I'm obsessed with Lil Mix.
They're great, right?
They're
Yeah, it was one of those like we knew they were big in the UK, and then I started checking them out. I was like, oh my god, these girls are like millions and millions of followers, like each, like.
massive.
And it was good timing because they were doing like an arena tour and they were playing the song every night on their tour, and so it was good timing with everything.
How have the mixers treated you guys?
Oh, they're amazing.
They're
The
Yeah.
best.
They're so
They're
supportive.
like, when's it impacting radio in the US? Like, what? Give us the date.
Yeah. So
What's happening? Like,
They know
all
way more about all like the details than we do. It's pretty awesome.
About the song?
Just about like how
Yeah.
like
the business side
like
of it.
the business
Like,
side of it,
I don't
like,
know. Like,
well, why is it not charting on this?
Yeah, they
chart?
know like all the stats for like everything.
yeah,
They're like
I'm
tweeting
oh,
it every hour.
Like
we
I
just
don't know.
you have to hit up this person to make sure it plays it. I'm like,
if
oh,
we can't control it, we don't try to put too much focus on it. You know. So we're
They're
not-
really invested.
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
not-
that's great.
Little Mix has been trying to get a really big hit here in the States for a while.
Right,
And
right.
maybe this is it.
Maybe this is it, right?
Any pressure on you guys, like when they're even looking for songs?
Nah, no
Oh,
pressure.
no pressure. It's all fun. It's all too easy.
It's all too easy.
All too
I
easy.
think
But is it really?
It is. I think it is.
There's a lot of people out there who are like, I have talent, but it's just too hard.
They just don't have the right cheat code.
That's their mentality. That's what's slowing them down.
That's
People that aren't good have mentality of it's easy get farther than people that are talented.
I
and have
mean-
the mentality
I mean,
of
we
it's
were-
hard. You
Yeah,
notice
if you
that?
think it's hard, then you're
It's
just
because it's
you're
all
just
about
a
your mindset.
big
Literally,
baby.
anybody that has the mindset of, oh, this is going to be easy, whether you're talented or not, you have a way better chance.
And we were just talking about those artists. The lyrics are like so simple, and it's like most of the time people just make songs too complicated,
Exactly.
Yeah,
or
they're
they
stressing
put
too
too
much.
many parts in it.
Overthinking.
It's like the human ear can only hear 3 things at the same time.
Sometimes when like
anyway.
we're writing songs, we'll have our friends come in that like literally don't know anything about songwriting, and we'll be like, "What's your ideas?" Because I want to hear like simple idea. Like some people just overcomplicate things. You know what I mean?
Everything.
You just gotta like chill out and make it easy.
But can't you say that's like the style of rap they were talking about at the top of this conversation, right? Like it's super easy, it's super simple.
Totally. That's one aspect of looking at it. Totally.
Like it's kind of as basic as it gets.
Right.
Yeah.
Almost.
and that's almost
So
why
basic,
that
that's like,
that
wow.
genre
That's why
is
I
How
like,
did you think of that?
yeah.
Yeah, or why didn't I think of it?
Yeah, why didn't I think of that before?
Things can be
Crazy.
complicated, but like if you're having fun with it, like it's not hard. You know what I mean? Just because things take time.
It's like
or
you
just,
get
you know.
get in that state of flow. You know, it's like if you're Kobe, you
love Kobe.
you score 60 points. It was easy for you because you were just in the zone. You know.
and you just have that mentality of, oh, I can score 60 points. I can do that.
Because Kobe.
Yeah, but you're telling yourself you can, so
It's literally, but exactly, what else does it come down to besides your confidence and the ability to do something?
yeah, it's confident. You're kind of like manifesting that
Exactly.
reality.
Absolutely.
It's almost like our biggest songs took the least amount of time to write.
Literally,
That's just
everything.
from our
Bro.
that's our
That's
reality.
a fact.
It's just insane, dude.
So like Promises, obviously on that list.
Yeah, I mean, we did the
Sex.
production on that one. Sex was really fast. Turn Me On was really fast. Shed a Light, really fast. And the songs that we spent a lot of time on are the ones you probably don't know.
Well, I'm sure they know him.
I just, I'm sure they know. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But does that hurt a little bit, right? Like this idea that like the songs that took the most time, the most like
I think
attention,
it's just the energy behind it. If you're like, oh, if it feels like a grind and feels like, oh, it's just such hard, like that feeling.
Yeah.
Like then maybe it's just not right. Like things are supposed to flow and like, I don't know. Even looking at some of these artists, like Khalid, he's just like we've met him before. He's like the
He's
happiest guy. Like that's like real. Like that's his like real vibe. That's not like he's not faking that.
He
Like,
emits a really great energy.
he's just
He's a
always
good
emitting
guy.
that energy and like. He's just like, oh, look at that! I'm the 4th biggest artist in the world today on
Yeah.
Spotify.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, and it's like,
but I think a lot of people want to work with him because of that energy that you're
yeah,
talking about.
Absolutely.
yeah.
And he makes good songs because of it, I'm sure.
Guys, in the Only You music video, who came up with the mermaid idea?
It was,
Tell them the truth.
Tell the truth,
They always
Trevor.
tell us the
They
truth.
always blame this on me. Honestly, I didn't come up with it, but they always bring up the story that I did make out with a mermaid. Like
Not just
2
a
years ago.
mermaid.
She's like a real life.
The most famous mermaid woman there is in the world.
I know.
Whoa.
This
Like
girl,
a
like
real
where
live
she, like,
mermaid
goes
girl.
to parties and wears like
It's funny.
mermaid.
And she sits in
thing.
like a little like doggy pool and like
Aquamarine.
I don't know her real name actually, but she
I'm
like
gonna Google it.
she could like swim underwater for 5 minutes straight without coming
What?
up.
So you kissed her.
Yes. And
Well,
I did.
she told him that if they kissed, that she would turn into a real girl.
And you believe her.
I was trying to help her out. But
And where's she at now? Does she got legs?
I mean, I think she's walking now. I think she's doing good. Yeah, she's fine.
Do you put that on your resume, or do you tell future lovers that your kiss is so strong it made a mermaid grow legs?
Yeah, that's the first thing that's my first pickup line. That's how I started off.
These lips grew legs.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, the music video, I mean, it's obviously supporting the LGBTQ community.
Absolutely.
Why did you want to go that way with the music video?
That's something we've always been super supportive of. My brother's gay, and so I've just always. I'm
Yo.
from Portland. I've always been around it. I've always been a big supporter of it.
Shout out the gay beards.
Exactly. My brother is his Instagram account. That's how he makes money. It's
So
called
dope.
The Gay Beards. Check it out. It's great. They put
glitter in their beards?
But he's the guy. He's the
Whoa.
glitter
He's the
guy.
inventor.
That's my brother.
Sweet.
But yeah, they're awesome. But yeah. So it's one of those things where like we've always been super supportive of it. We grew up in places that have always been open-minded and cool with it. And I don't know. It's just like the more we tour, the more we realize that there's a lot of places out there that aren't okay with it. And the internet, of course. You see so much hate out there, and it's just like wild stuff that we never grew up with. But the fact that it still exists is a bummer. So we want to, put an end to that.
Do you run that by a little mix before it's done, or
That was a group effort. Yeah, totally.
Okay.
We all agreed upon everything.
who was the first person to pitch the idea?
I think their video team was the one that shot it and everything.
Yeah, I think they all knew that we were all
So,
really
yeah.
about that though. So I think they
Yeah.
They
They
assumed
were
it was
down.
cool.
knew
They're
it would be
down.
receptive.
And Not Safe for Work is a great record.
Oh, thank you. I'm
Dope.
glad
Thank
that
you.
I think it's good. It's like it's weirdly catchy, obviously.
Yeah.
How do you test a drop? Like, how do you make sure that it has impact?
Usually we try a couple different versions.
Yeah,
until
that
we land
we had
on
a few different versions of that song. But that was a song that we did it with our good friend and one of my roommates actually, Danny Quest.
We signed him too.
Yeah, we signed him to our label Too Easy. And that song we were just around the
Tight.
kitchen messing around, and we'd always just make up random little lyrics, just like messing around with that like simple like it's nasty.
He was cooking in the kitchen.
Dun, 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 dun. We just made it literally in like 3 minutes in the kitchen. Bam. Went to the room a little bit later, made a track idea.
Were you guys like banging on pots and pans and
We
stuff?
were literally
Like-
just messing around in the kitchen, like, around the island, like totally messing around. Got the, like, we had like I had the concept.
Ding, ding,
Da
ding,
came up with
ding,
one
ding,
lyric,
ding,
Kate
ding.
came up with the other lyric. It was done.
Did it start with NSFW?
Yeah, totally. I was going through my phone and I was like, oh, what would be like a cool lyrical idea? And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, NSFW. Bam.
If
what
we-
should we say? Okay, lyrics done.
The songs that come
Yes.
the quickest for us are when we can start with the concept. So like Balenciaga, we were like, oh, we should just do a song about Balenciaga, like whatever. And Not Safe for Work, same thing. And then we made the instrumental like after that for Not Safe for Work. Once we
Cool.
had that tag, and we were like, oh, that's really catchy.
I mean, that is it's something known by everybody,
Exactly, right?
Yeah, because of the Reddit thing.
Yeah.
Have you been on that? There's like a whole
Yes.
tab. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've been on the
You ever
internet,
used Reddit before?
you've heard of this
No.
website.
Ever heard of it?
You know what Reddit is?
Have you guys got to speak to Demi Lovato at all?
Not recently. I had talked to her.
We just
A few days
tweeted at her
before.
for wishing her happy birthday.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, she did just turn 26.
she did.
Just the other day.
It's a good number.
Pretty Girl Remix, that Maggie Linderman song, that's your most streamed song on Spotify.
Isn't that crazy?
Is it-
442,
I think
So wait,
Sex-
wait.
I think
Sex has more, but
Oh,
sex
does
just
it?
hides in the.
but it's hiding right now.
that's the problem.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
Because
you're
it's a
good.
little older.
But my thought on this is like, do you think about remixing other songs? Like, would you ever tap back into that, or are you totally into the original space?
We definitely want to take a little bit of a break with remixes. That one, I mean, we're obviously open-minded. It's one of those things where if a song comes along and we feel like we can do what we did, like with that sort of song, it's one of those things where, like, for us, for example, like with Pretty Girl, like, it seemed like a good idea because the top line, the lyrics, and the melodies were so good that we just felt like that if it was changed up production-wise and sped up, and we knew that it could, be a bigger song. So it's one of those things where we just have to like feel that potential. If like a song like didn't reach its full potential, then we want to mess with it. That's just kind of how it works.
Also, with that song, if you can get girls to want to sing a song that they think is like them singing it or like about them, then it's gonna work. Like so many, like we still play that live like all the time. It's like all the girls
love
want to
it.
be like, I'm more than just a pretty girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we knew the concept was there. We just thought the original was a little slow and like needed like a little bit more energy. And
You were right.
Yeah, and
Right.
and also the melody kind of has like a sailor pirate feel.
Yeah, it's
dar
very
dar 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 dar.
Yard, yard,
Yard, yard.
But
Everybody loves that, and because
do
it
you
went.
tell her all this?
No, we didn't tell her
Yeah.
personally,
But it's
Now,
okay.
now she'll know.
Now
Yeah,
she'll
she
know.
knows.
But I
but
mean, she knows. I mean,
Yard.
look at, yeah.
but it got like top 10 in the UK, like on the radio.
It breathed new life into this
Yeah.
song that
Yeah.
was like it's freaking done.
So
for
I think
months.
that was another reason why I got so big in like Europe and like the UK is because it's just got that like Irish.
that was another one-
I was singing in the Irish bar kind of.
Another one of those songs that just we did not spend much time on. Like a day and a half reproduce it with my boy Cade. Bam. Did it in my apartment. Done.
How does the money on that work? Like, do you take over for the producer who is on it? Like, how does it become a whole new song at that point?
It kind of becomes a whole new song. Kind of doesn't become a new song. It's kind of complicated. There's like percents get split up.
And weird ways. Let's break it down.
Let's break down the contract.
Does it make economic sense for you to do it?
Not as much sense as if you were to do our own song, which is why it doesn't make. Which is why we kind of avoid it.
Got
It's one of those things where we're glad that it blew up, and we're glad that it's got so many streams. I mean, it's amazing. So, but it's definitely not as financially beneficial as doing your own song.
Yeah.
Well explained.
Yeah.
She should be very thankful to you, though. Really. I mean, the only reason I had heard the song previous, but like that,
I'm glad.
it became something. Like
Yeah.
it really did. It was
Hell
a
yeah.
good song.
Thank you.
Thanks, bro.
Do you actually love to drink? All of you love to drink? That's a lyric in one of your songs.
We do. Well,
I
All
like
of you?
that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We said it in
man.
our song. We can't back out of it.
Yeah.
Kevin, you were wasted on the Instagram stories recently. Double
Yeah.
fisting those drinks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been getting wasted the last. I didn't drink for like 2 months, 3 months, and then this
Went to
last
New
like
York.
2-3 weeks, I've just been getting plastered.
Yeah, you were in Atlantic City the other day.
We were.
Love
Yeah.
Atlantic
We had a
City.
few-
I was so trash.
We had a few days off in New York City too. We went out basically every night. It was good times though. We like
Almost got
there's
in a
videos
fight.
of us like singing on stage like at these clubs. I
These
remember-
clubs
I
like
remember
brought
that.
us up.
Yeah.
So funny.
You know what? It's like, man, when you're playing these clubs, you want to be on that same level as the people in the crowd. Maybe not on the same level, but like
You don't be feeling it.
similar.
Feel
That way
that.
you can like party with them, you know? And I think that's what's great. Like if you see us at a club like that, because it really feels like you're partying with us. Like now we're just not playing the music that you're partying to.
I'll jump
like,
in the crowd
Yeah.
while
You
I'm
just-
singing.
Yeah,
I
he
They'll like
does
jump
it all
in the
literally
crowd.
will. I'll be drinking with you.
Are we still
There
throwing
we
out
go,
money?
you know? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
How much
Yeah.
money do you think you've given out to people?
Oh,
Yeah, if we had to
God.
total it, it'd-
Over 100 grand.
It's
probably.
funny because my dad was asking me
Oh.
about this, and he was like, kind of shaking his head at me, like, "Man, that's a lot of money you guys are throwing out."
Literally, you're throwing it away.
I'm just like,
But
"Dad,
we-
it's
we-
a production
I know,
cost."
it sounds crazy when we say that. Everyone's like 100 grand. What do you mean? But we build it into
It would be the exact
our
same
production
thing.
costs. As if like there's literally people paying $5 grand per show to have lasers. You don't realize that.
No, you're right.
But like people are like paying like $5 grand to have lasers, and people are like, oh, well, this is cool. But
It gets crazy too when you play these big festivals. Like the top DJs will pay like 200 grand sometimes for their flames and their pyrotechnics and stuff. $200,000.
And you don't have flames. You just give people dollar bills.
we have
sometimes
flames,
sometimes we have flames, but
but you know,
That flame.
yeah, sometimes
Yeah,
they get
yeah.
both cash and.
I'm saying in the
flames.
grand scheme of things,
Just one flame.
it's not that much.
Exactly.
You're investing in the brand.
And Drake, I think he just
Exactly.
had he has a flying Ferrari in
that
his,
is the coolest
his
thing
tour.
ever.
If
I
you
mean,
could have a
there's
flying
bigger
Ferrari.
production
Right.
costs.
It's
for-
all an investment.
You guys, come
I
on.
wonder how he made that thing float.
But that's why we think that's why we think it's great because it almost gets more attention than like some of these other production costs that are way more money.
Yeah, because they're just typical.
Because you're seeing
Yeah,
the money.
basic.
You're not seeing the money when you're seeing a flying car. You're just seeing a car.
No, but
Yeah.
you're physically holding the money. I mean, I made $10 attending
Yeah,
your show at
there
the
you
Taco
go.
Bell
There you go.
fashion
You
show.
pay-
That was a
Yes,
fun
That was
show.
a classic show.
Good one.
Yeah, you pay for your tickets.
Hey, they had some great outfits there, like some
Some
hot sauce
killer
packet
ones.
like
Yes.
shirts. Oh yeah,
So
like that.
dope.
I'm deeply obsessed with Taco Bell.
Me too, man.
It's really
It's bad.
It's sick. What's your favorite thing?
Crunchwrap Supreme.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so
wow.
good.
Oh yeah, that's the
That's
one.
everything in that little.
Everything.
So
Crunchy,
good.
soft.
Do you guys ever had the? I think it's called the naked chicken
Chil-
taco thing.
Oh,
Bad.
naked chicken chalupa?
Yeah,
Yeah, with
That
the
just looks wrong.
it's pretty good actually.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. It's a
It
work of
sounds
art.
really bad.
carbs.
Though. What is?
Yeah, no, that you get it, Kevy.
All natural.
You know?
The breaded chicken.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to feel better about it.
Don't tell him. What's going to be the difference between level 1 and level 2?
Level 2 is
what-
going to be crazier.
I think we're gonna have a little bit more collaborations. I think.
I guess we'll see.
Maybe. I guess we'll see.
We've been
not
talking with a
locked
lot of
down,
different
but-
people. We're just figuring it out. But we have I mean, the stuff that we've been starting sounds insane. So I think it's like the first one was us kind of like experimenting, kind of figuring out what we wanted to do. So this next one's going to be the next step. You know, it's going to be a whole nother level.
Literally.
Have we made a commitment to level for the long term?
I think it's like meant to be like cheat codes and like there's
Yeah,
levels.
I
It's
dig
going to be
it.
level
Yeah, I
all
think
the
we're
way
gonna keep
until
it
we're
going.
done, and then it'll be game over.
We'll do game over for our last EP. And that'll make everyone really sad, but it'll be okay.
like after level 30.
You should like video.
level 30.
You should video gameify yourselves.
We've been
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah,
about it.
we've
We
been
want to make our visuals like that live, where we're just like cartoon characters, and that we take everyone through this journey when we play live. You'll see. It's coming.
I'm just wondering, like, are you all going to be a character in the same type of video game, or are you going to be different types of characters in different types
He's
of
gonna be
games?
the circle character. I'm gonna be a triangle because my chin's really pointy, and he's gonna be a square. So it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, you
On a
gonna
block.
I
yeah.
dig this.
But
I'm a
also,
block.
it's because he has like
I'm gonna
more of a
isolate your
square,
laugh, bro.
square jaw.
So good.
I get a soundbite of that.
Yeah, that's gonna air all like. You
Yes.
it's good.
thought you were gonna be famous from music?
Dude, I
no,
love
bro. It's your laugh.
Please.
But maybe the visual should be like we're on these individual journeys, and then we all come together, and then that's the cheat code, and then it's like the whole screen
I dig that. Like,
blows up.
Blows.
See, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Yeah.
just like
Let's
seeing
just
like.
brainstorm. Let's figure it out here.
All right.
Yeah, hey, this is a creative universe.
I love
my
it.
friend. Like,
What do you guys think? Should we do like anime style characters, or should it be like Street Fighter? Is Street
But
Fighter
that's the thing.
anime?
Like, do you represent each different type of video game with each different version
I
of
like
you?
GTA.
No,
That'd
it
be
needs to be like a
cool.
Mortal Kombat type thing.
But,
Yeah,
but
there you
one of you
go.
could be Mortal Kombat, and then the other could be like a Zelda type deal.
Oh,
Maybe Halo.
Zelda. I
Right?
love Zelda.
Or maybe when we come together,
Morrowind.
we represent famous three pieces, like Three Musketeers, Three Amigos,
Wow.
like
Who's the
different outfits.
Yeah.
Major Laser, I don't know.
I don't know. Who else has a
Manny Mo and
trio?
Jack?
Uh,
Manny Mo and
The
Jack.
Three Stooges. I don't know.
There you go. That's, those are the
Destiny's
only
Child.
ones.
Were they 3 people or 4 people?
Three.
Three. One of them's
That would be
exchanged.
great if we were Destiny's Child.
That'd be cool.
The
I'm
Miami Heat
Beyonce.
Big Three.
I call
Music
Beyonce.
video.
The big three.
The Big Three.
Yeah, we should join the Big Three, the basketball.
Kobe just joined.
Kobe just
sense.
joined.
guys see
We
that?
should just join Kobe's team.
Yes.
basically.
Well, he's gonna be here. No,
What?
where's he? Oh, he's gonna be in Miami, right? Is that the move? I don't know.
You just joined
Where-
Big Three, right?
Where's he playing?
I don't know. I don't know what
know.
team. He just came out of retirement for the big three.
Really?
yeah, see,
Yeah.
maybe he'll be on Meta World Peace's team because I know he's on a team.
This is this is a foreign language.
It's all
for me.
noise.
This
Really?
conversation's
I-
going a lot of places.
I have
It's
no
cool.
idea.
I like this.
What a,
Games, basketball.
This is a creative environment. You know, you don't want
Yeah,
to. You don't
I
want
like
to
it.
stifle
I'm like-
flow.
we should do like NBA
What's happening?
characters.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but you got to stop giving Balenciaga things to people who don't respect it or appreciate it.
That's true.
Seriously, all that money could be going to your
Yeah.
cartoon character, bro.
No, I know. That'd be sick.
They're expensive.
They are so
They're
expensive.
expensive.
They're like 3 Balenciaga pairs of shoes
Yeah, they're
or
really-
something.
It's like-
Balenciaga's for every little
outrageous.
cartoon.
What shoes are those?
Those
Yeah.
are actual real Balenciagas.
so,
custom.
I want to shout out my friend Mark Jacks Burton because he painted them. He's an artist.
How,
But customized.
But they're
beautiful.
Balenciagas, but he painted them.
Triple S's.
Yeah.
that looks expensive. But very
Well-
nice.
Well, they're the
are
triple
expensive.
S's,
I
the
Yeah.
Balenciagas, and then.
Like, well, there
So
you
you
know.
know, Triple S. You know.
Well, no, I'm just.
You don't want the ones that look like socks?
No, those are cool.
I,
Those are cool.
those are nice. I just get scared they get dirty so fast.
I like these though. I
The
like
material's a
Triple
little
S's.
bit thinner. These feel like tanks on my feet. Like I feel like they're durable.
They look
Wow.
heavy.
Yeah, they're heavy. They're like, you know?
They look like if it was time to run, you'd be done.
Yeah, he'd
You
be
got
done.
cinder blocks
They're
on your
pretty tight.
feet.
They're pretty
You got
tight.
ankle weights.
Can you dunk with those?
Yeah, of course you can.
Dunk?
Yeah.
No, I can't dunk with
What?
anything.
Oh,
man.
You gotta work on your jump, bro.
On an 8-foot hoop.
Only You. That is the record out now with Little Mix. Level 1, that is the EP. It is an EP, not an album.
Right.
Do you have a date? I mean, you're still working on level 2, but do you have a dream date, an idea?
Yeah, like early next year.
Cool.
Early.
Or, whoa.
Maybe, yeah.
Super.
Like right.
Like 6 a.m.
Yeah, like right on New Year's Day.
Anyway,
Do you have like other singles planned out, or are you waiting, gonna see how far Little Mix goes?
We haven't picked exactly the next release date, but we have a few songs that we want to release relatively soon.
Yeah, we should just put it in the hat and just like whatever.
Just
we
draw. We'll let you guys choose. We'll just send them over, and then that'll be it. Less pressure, you know what I mean?
That's fun.
Yeah.
I like maybe like drawing straws or something.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That'd be cool.
One of those like lottery ball things.
Oh,
Oh, that's great.
I'll get one of those.
Let fate
Yes.
decide, you know?
Wow,
Right? That's easy, isn't it?
I like that.
Doesn't
yeah.
that fall
start
into the
doing that.
easy
It falls
lifestyle?
into the easy, yeah. If we like them, it's just, who cares? Put them out.
Let the winds of the universe guide.
Exactly.
I love that. Let's
Our
do
whole
that.
team's probably freaking out listening to this right now. Like, oh no, please don't do that.
Any other thoughts?
Yeah.
No, how high did you guys get while filming that video?
Oh, so
Pretty
high. just another day. I'm just kidding. I don't know. We definitely brought some nice,
good Cali.
nice ganja.
Cali is the best kush in the world.
That's true.
Yep.
I mean, I'm from Oregon, and it's pretty strong up there.
We
I guess.
so we had the dog.
Wait.
We had the dog with us, and we kind of have to because she gets anxiety if she's not like a little stoned.
You get
So you guys only
treats.
smoke because of the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to make her feel
Okay.
uncomfortable.
No, exactly. You don't want to leave anyone out hanging either. Also,
If there's a joint going around, you have to
You have to
pass
pass it.
everybody.
Exactly.
Everybody gets an offer.
Disrespect.
Exactly.
Pass. Skip them.
yeah.
But now that is all to promote you guys to be in the top 100 DJs, right?
Yes, we should probably plug that. Yeah, good job. You're right. We forgot.
yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to get
DJ Mag.
DJ Mag top 100 to vote for us.
Trying to get in top 75 at least.
This is the first time we ever went for it. We never really posted for it and try to get votes. So we'll see if it works.
So is there a campaign process? Is this campaigning?
This is campaigning.
This is it. We're on the
honestly
campaign show right now.
I left all
focused.
my buttons at home.
Have you guys prepared
Sorry,
a
guys.
speech or something?
Kevy's got it.
Yeah, if we win, I got it.
No, but how
Only-
about
only if we win.
a campaign speech?
You're like,
Why
oh,
should people vote for you?
Yeah.
I thought Matt, you had the best one.
Why should they vote for us?
Because mine didn't make it through. I thought you guys just didn't
If
approve
you
of mine.
vote me the president of DJ Mag How 100,
Well,
I will drop the heaviest beats ever known to man.
there you go.
Oh, yeah, the
every
heaviest
gig.
speech ever hear your eardrums.
I
They'll
love
be.
it.
They'll have the ability to give out more money at shows.
That's true.
Exactly.
They're literally paying for your votes.
Think about it. You vote for us, you're probably gonna get paid to do it.
That's it. It's
you
more
go.
money
There
in the
you
long
go.
run.
There you go.
Yes.
Everybody wins.
I really think that's your.
Should we just do?
Best
We
bet.
just, what we need to do is what Travis Scott did with the Cash App.
Yeah.
We'll choose, vote for us, and
We're
we'll
gonna
choose
choose.
people at random to send you $1,000.
Exactly.
That's not bad either.
Oh, let's do it today. I love it.
Is that is the prestige of this thing that high? I mean, call
It
me
just-
naive.
It's really big in the dance world, and it's huge in Asia.
International.
International markets, it's really big.
Because you have to understand, a lot of these,
clout.
a lot of these
Big clout.
events are
It's yeah.
promoter
I'm
based,
not gonna lie. It's
and
clout.
some of these promoters in other
Big
countries,
clout.
they have no
They don't know,
idea.
so they look at the list.
They look at
So
the
look at
list.
the magazine.
Yeah.
So who's number one now?
I think it was Martin.
Martin Garrix was number one last
Hey,
year.
well deserved. He's a
Over 100 DJs that are better than you guys out there? Is that what this is?
I don't believe
That's
so.
what they're
but,
saying, I
there's-
think,
I
dude.
don't believe it.
No, I think some of the stats are a little jacked.
Yeah, I want to say what Nikki says. The stats are skewed, bro.
Who said that?
Nikki with
Nicki
Travis
Minaj?
Scott.
Oh,
You
yeah.
hear that?
Well, yeah, if you guys just have a baby with a famous person, then you'll shoot up that list.
I think we're number
Exactly.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would be, hey,
Oh.
that'd be cool. So
But does it
That's
need
the
to be
next thing.
a baby with a famous DJ? Do I need to adopt a child?
no, it
with
just needs to
Tiesto?
be
No,
like
no.
clout.
Kylie's
Someone
not,
with a,
Kylie's not the
That's another level of
Mine.
everything.
And our little Armin van Buren adopted trans baby.
wow.
You do shows together. You co-parent.
Yeah.
I think you probably. Go for somebody like a Hadid or something.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably aiming high.
Hey, maybe we
Oh,
can.
what are you saying
No,
about that?
no.
Give us a
offense.
shot. Come
Okay,
on.
sorry.
Hey, I toured back in the day with Cody Simpson while she was dating
Gigi.
Gigi. She was on tour with us for a little bit.
Wow.
She's really nice.
So, you,
And I met Bella before she was Bella. You know what I'm saying? Before she got.
so why are you
super
sleeping
famous.
on this opportunity, man?
I
You're
don't know,
connected.
man.
What
I
are
don't
you
know.
doing,
I
man?
slept on the opportunity. I messed up. Oh no.
Wow.
Oh well. Next time.
Just
guys.
pay people for their votes. It's
They-
simpler and a lot easier and a lot more manageable. And then maybe, I just want you to have money so you have extra income to just give away branded stuff.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Expensive
man.
gifts.
I like that.
I love giving gifts to people. I need to send you guys a gift.
Wow.
We'll take
Don't
girls.
talk about
She
it.
said it
Be
well.
about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
They're in.
They want Gucci.
Yeah.
I love Gucci. Wow. we got something in common.
They usually give 3-for-1 deals over there or
I think they
something.
I can call someone and make it work.
Buy 3, get 1 free.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Cool. Cheat codes. Appreciate you guys deeply. A lot of love. Level 1 is the album. Listen to it, or the EP, I'm sorry, and Only You is a single.
Bam.
Thanks for hanging out and vote for them because they need your vote.
Yes,
need it.
please. We really need it.
Now go
Please.
shake some hands and kiss some babies.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Or make a baby.
Oh.
Ooh.
With
There you
Tiesto.
go.
Either way, you'll win.
Yes, so I'm having a baby.
I really hope you enjoyed that conversation. If you did, please subscribe and also check out our podcast. There's a link in the description, and also comment and like and do things. Other interviews are on the screen somewhere, so click them. Thanks for watching.